It's brother to
Brother!
All right.
Brother to brother.
Episode 10. It's a big
Episode
deal.
10.
It's exciting.
We did it.
We're consistently
Double
doing a thing.
digits.
We're doing something every. Yeah.
You know,
So hard.
Nobody's asked for it.
Nobody wants it.
They don't want it. They're
But-
not interested in it.
Nope, but they got it.
They're getting it.
It's like speaking out into the universe, man.
It's
Nobody's out there listening.
This is like our version of horoscopes.
Exactly.
Yeah, we believe it, and that's all that matters.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I
I like your new hat, man. You get a new Sprite hat.
Yeah.
It's corduroy.
It's corduroy. I got it at Target.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's I don't even like Sprite.
Yeah, but Grant Hill does.
Yeah.
No newer basketball player. I think
Right.
LeBron James was a Sprite guy.
Well, that makes sense, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. I got this student comes in and says, Mr. Wells, it's my birthday this month. I was like,
Okay.
great. What day? Like the 21st. I go, all right. She goes, so I'm going to miss that week.
I love it, dude.
And I was like, for your birthday, you're missing the whole week? Well, I celebrate all month. It's my birthday month.
I like it.
I don't care for the birthday month. I don't. It depends on the person, I guess. Like if it's a light celebration, like I'm celebrating. But I do feel that as I've gotten older, birthdays have become so much less important. My own birthdays become so much.
Well, they're terrifying.
Yeah, it's just one more.
Constant
click.
reminder that the clock is ticking,
Yeah.
dude.
People go, oh, you're middle age. I'm like 46, man. Middle age is about 15 years ago.
Yeah, we passed that fucking mark, dude.
So yeah, the birth. Where do you come down on the birthday month?
I mean,
birthday
listen,
week.
I get the want to have an excuse to just get smashed all the time.
Right.
So for me, birthday month sounds amazing. I think in my drinking career, I would find any excuse to drink solidly for 25 years. So I think I lived a birthday 25 years.
Yeah, you're like, it's my annual birth year.
I don't need a lot on my birthday. I just need a happy birthday and I'm good. I don't need a bunch of stuff.
When's the last time you had a party?
I had a party when I was
40?
40. Somebody threw me a party when I was 42.
Okay.
And
You did your first stand-up set back after like 8 years off at 40, right?
at 40, I did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was kind of a celebration.
But it wasn't my birthday. I was just 40.
Okay.
I had told myself I would do one when I would turn 40 because I'd taken so long off. And it was fun. But yeah, somebody threw me a surprise party, which I hate.
Why do you hate surprise parties?
I like anticipation.
You like knowing the party's coming.
I like knowing I'm doing something. I like the idea that I know we're going to go to Hawaii in a couple weeks.
The plan.
I like
the plan.
I
getting ready for it.
I like the build up. A
Gear
lot
up.
of times I think the buying the tickets and the setup is just as great as the trip. I don't want to be surprised with something.
Okay.
Because then I'm like I feel not prepared. But I have an anxiety issue, so it just feeds into that. But I like to know what's coming. I don't need to know what the present is or something like that. But like surprise parties, they are fun because it's a party. And again, I'm usually blitzed, so it doesn't really matter.
My wife doesn't like surprises. But she likes gifts. But if I tell her, hey, your Christmas present came in,
she's gonna want to know.
But she doesn't want to know.
Okay.
But she wants to know real bad. So it's can you give me a hint?
Right.
So
That's the worst.
And so I give her hints but the hints are always like so vague it's impossible for her to nail it down.
Right.
And in some ways makes it harder on her. So and she goes, I hate that you tell me it came in because now I'm going to be
Well, there you go.
But I tell her that it came in because I know it's going to make her think.
Either way,
slowly
she's
driving
screwed.
her crazy.
Yeah. I'm not a big. I mean, I do give gifts, but I like giving like experiences.
Okay. Okay.
So I'd rather give you like a gift of a trip, or take you to a really fancy restaurant or do something like that. Then
one-way trip to Death Valley.
Then get you a necklace.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a keep. Yeah, you're not a keepsake guy.
Yeah, if it was you, I would give you like a trip just far away and never come back.
Enjoy.
It's not that I'm not.
Eastern Nebraska.
I see the value in giving things that seem important and like maybe they evoke a memory of a time or whatever. I think that's cool. And I think if you find that thing, then buy that for somebody. I don't like the pressure of having to like knock it out of the park with the exact correct gift that says a lot of things, say like to a partner of yours or whatever.
More of the fact that I'm
pressure.
getting you a gift that hopefully you enjoy, that I thought you might enjoy.
Yeah,
is
and
nice.
I firmly believe friends shouldn't give friends gifts.
No, I'm a big believer in that
because
too.
I think, at least for us growing up, there's a lot of disparity in economic backgrounds. So like, it always made me feel crappy when somebody gave me a gift because I knew I could not return the favor.
Yeah, right. So much of
You
how
know?
we grew up shapes. I think that's probably part of the reason why I don't care for parties for my birthday.
Right.
Not a big, it was just not part of our normal life. I think after 10.
Yeah, I like a nice little family gathering, simple, something like that. I mean, look, I'm a party guy, so I'm not opposed to a party. It's just I want to know what's happening.
Yeah, my
Because
wife.
then I can control everything.
Yeah, my wife Erin, she's turns 30 next year, and we were talking about it today. It's why it was in my mind. It was, do you want to do a party? Who would you invite? And she said, no one.
That's
I was
right.
like, okay, what would you want? She goes, I would maybe get an Airbnb and have family go to an Airbnb for like her dad and her dad's birthday. He turns 50. She's 30 this next year. So it's a 30-50 party. And they're gonna it's chicken sandwiches.
That's right. I'm gonna pause you real quick. So before this, we did a blind taste test of chicken sandwiches with Chick-fil-A, KFC,
and
McDonald's, dude. And man, it was literally 10 minutes ago, and I am being put through the ringer, dude.
I told you not to take such big bites.
This hurts. Like,
I told
it's
you.
epic,
It
dude.
looks like you're gonna give birth.
I think it feels like I'm having a heavy flow day. Dude,
Just cramps.
it's like up here, dude. It's like I could feel that
Like
rubber
under a
just
rib.
fucking. I'm pretty sure Mickey D's and KFC made it into the lower intestine, but somewhere up underneath my right boob is a piece of rubber that's just clogging. Dude, it hurts,
You have a
man.
heart
Sorry. Okay, yeah. I want to care about what you're saying.
But you're in pain.
Dude, I feel so uncomfortable.
The destination birthday, but it's for a particular birthday, and it's just family members. It's not far away.
That's
But
great.
I think that would be a lot
Again,
of fun.
that's an
I think
event.
That's fun.
That's a memory.
Yeah.
That's something you know, and I don't think they also have to be big every year. I think, I don't know, a month though is pretty crazy, but I get it, man. The other thing is you don't get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
It's the only time of year that people will give you attention, really.
My favorite was these younger generation will never know what it's like to have people you are loosely associated with wish you happy birthday on Facebook.
Oh yeah, dude. Man, I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna have to leave and just pee out of my butt, dude. The other thing I hate about birthdays, I hate it when people are like throw big dinner parties at a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
And you're sitting down and it's like 15 seats and you literally you don't even get to talk to the person it's their birthday. You're sitting next to somebody you maybe know, maybe you don't know. And it could be a good conversation, but it's like it's just not interactive. You know?
Would you rather do like a old school like cocktail party where you have like
Yeah, well,
some
you know me,
standing
man.
tables and
Yeah, just something where people are mingling.
Mingling.
You know, something classy. I like that. I like an event. I like karaoke would be fun. Like something that you're doing. Bowling would be like those. The birthday parties that were fun as a kid would still be fun now, I think.
I think you're right. I think that
Yeah.
that's definitely something I would care about. Okay, second question.
Yes.
At what point in buying Christmas gifts would you feel like under the gun? Like you're like, oh man, I really put it off.
Well, one, I love last minute Christmas shopping.
Okay, so what is last? I have a very specific definition.
Christmas
last
Eve.
minute. Christmas Eve is last minute for you.
Christmas Eve, all the way up until maybe an hour before closing of somewhere. I really do love it. It's something I think I maybe idealize. Like I like that, like sort of that trope in Christmas movies of like the dad going to buying some gloves at Macy's on Christmas Eve for his wife, you know, and then flirting with the. It's just Love Actually.
Here's a CD.
But I love the like craziness of the whole thing. I think it's really fun. I actually love department stores.
Okay, well they're kind of dying.
They are dying out, and it sucks because like I do like that it's kind of everything's there. They're disorienting. I always get dizzy in department stores.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, because you know you're just whipping around and then you know every part of my addictive personality is just wanting to spend. Like I went to freaking Target. This is I got this hat.
Right.
I take our mom to Target just to get some shampoo. I spent $400
For yourself?
for myself on clothes.
You bought $400 worth of clothes from Target?
Yeah, and it started with just I need a couple T-shirts, and then Mom's like, "Oh, this is cute." I was like, "Oh, that is pretty cool." She's like, "Get it? It's only $30." Well, if you add 30 times like 10 things, it really gets up there. And then the worst thing is, dude, this is a pet peeve of mine now. Okay, what's the most intimate thing to buy when you're in a store and you're buying clothing,
Underwear,
right?
Yeah.
You got a fit that you like, which varies from
There's a lot of options.
which
now.
varies from person to
By
person.
the way, the loose boxer I'm seeing coming back.
Well, I can't do that.
The
dude.
loose boxer,
No,
where you go to sleep. I remember, we shared a room growing up, and I used to wear the loose boxers because the tight boxers, the boxer brief didn't exist when we were younger.
Yeah. Do you wear boxer briefs?
Boxer briefs.
I wear regular briefs.
Regular briefs.
Yeah, I wear regular briefs too.
Colors or just white?
I have colors. No white. You can't wear white.
Who wear white at our age?
That's too risky,
You can't
dude.
wear it.
Yeah.
There's even no risk involved. You just
There's just no.
you're too big of a hurry wiping. It's just not going to be good.
So now when you
Okay,
go,
but like they have the loose boxers. I remember laying down in our room, and you and one of your friends walking up, going, "I can see your brother's balls."
yeah, we had no. This is what it was. We lived above the garage,
Right.
and there was a big windows, and your bed was like butted right up against one of the windows, and you literally were asleep,
Yeah.
and your balls weren't just out of your pants; they were smushed up against the window. And me and our friend Joe were like, "Oh my god!" Just like a stuck gum, just peeling it off. No, so my pet peeve.
So you're buying
I had to-
briefs, actual briefs.
So the spree went. It started with underwear, socks. I want to
Yeah.
get socks, and I was like, I need to get some new underwear. So everything's locked up, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm still looking.
Oh, that's right. They have the whole rows.
I'm still looking, but Mom, who's being helpful, she saw somebody work there come by. She goes, "Excuse me, we need some help." And you expect there's going to be like a 5-minute delay because they're never helpful.
Right.
Well, not this time.
He was there.
That lady was there.
Okay.
So she's like, "Okay, which one do you want?" And I was like, I get, and I decided, now I'm under the gun.
You have to make a decision.
I made a decision on socks. Like, I handled it. And I was like, "Okay." She goes, "Anything else?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to get some underwear, but like, you can come back in a minute. I don't know what I want." She goes, "No, I actually have to stay here." And I'm like, "Okay." So she's just standing behind my back, and I was like, and I'm like, look, they have the little picture of what the cut is, and I'm like, and I'm just getting so freaking nervous, dude, freaking out. And now this lady knows what chonies I own. She knows I like to keep it sexy.
Yeah. And she knows what you didn't choose.
Yeah, she knows what I didn't
She's
choose.
like, oof.
But it's like,
Should have chose those. What if she gave you that advice? She's like, hey, listen, we don't like those. We don't like those.
yeah, no. She's like, "What are you thinking, man?"
We're at the age now where you're buying it for you.
No, somebody put me onto them. A person I dated a long time ago.
Onto just briefs.
She's like, "Hey, it's like a mustache, okay? They think they don't like it. I think women think they don't like the idea of briefs. But when you cut your beard into a mustache, your girl's going to think you're sexy as fuck. That's how it works, dude.
So why don't you cut your beard into a mustache?
Because I don't have a chin. And that part is very important. Turns out that's a very, very important feature to a face.
If you do go to a mustache and you don't have a chin, then you messed up.
Yeah, then you messed up. Then it's a mistake.
So your advice is your advice then not everybody should do briefs, or everybody should do briefs?
No, I think I have like it works for me. If I think it's all about comfort. But I got a lot of balls, so it keeps them tight.
Why not get a pouch? Get the underwear with a pouch.
I don't think I can. I think that would just feel weird.
You just have a separate.
Yeah, doesn't it feel? I've never done it, but wouldn't it just feel like they're in a separate pouch?
Like a condom for your balls.
Yeah, that's gross.
It's the cotton condom.
So
for your
yeah.
balls.
Anyway, I'm sick of this whole. It's really freaking annoying that now you have to like buzz a thing to get everything.
Yeah, the alcohol thing. It makes sense. I don't like it.
Yeah, but but it's also that it's like you have to buzz a thing. They would come get you a bottle, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna keep shopping. They're like, oh, well, we have to put this at the cash register.
Yeah, some places
Which
do
one?
that.
Well, just tell them you got a bottle, and then they'll figure out. So now I got the anxiety of like
Finding your bottle.
finding
of
my
liquor.
bottle.
Yeah.
And it's just it sucks that the world has got to a place that nobody can be trusted with anything.
I don't care for the you can only buy alcohol at certain rows.
Oh, what do
The
you mean?
checkouts, like certain lines.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, at Sam's Club, you have to go to the one where there's the attendant is the one actually ringing it up, Even though the self-checkout has attendants standing there.
Yeah.
Like you could just
Well, you
Hey.
could do it at like Vaughn's or something. They have the person will do.
Vaughn says. I know
But
that
you have to do 2 transactions
you
there
have to
though.
do 2 transactions, and then Target or Walmart, one of them you have to go to like it's like row 11.
Well,
or
listen,
whatever it is.
nothing's worse than Pennsylvania's alcohol laws.
What are theirs?
Okay, so you can sell beer and wine.
Okay.
And you could sell spirits and wine. But you can't sell beer and spirits or all 3 at one time. That's the first thing that's annoying.
Okay.
So if I'm going to throw a party and I want to get alcohol for a party, I have to go to multiple places no matter what if I want, say, a bourbon and beer and some wine.
Okay.
That's the starts. Then there's a cap on how many ounces you could get.
At a time?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what it is, 100-something ounces. Okay? So you can get like 1 12-pack or 2 bottles of wine or 2, you know what I'm saying?
Is this all over Pennsylvania or just counties?
It's a Pennsylvania thing. So here's the workaround. This is why I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. You can only do that. But what you can do, and what everybody does, is you get your 12-pack of beer. They charge you. You pay for it. You set that outside. Then they run your other your whatever else you got, and then now you can go.
Okay.
What the fuck's the difference?
It's just on camera.
But it doesn't even matter. Like, it's not the.
You're getting the same amount of alcohol in the same situation.
It doesn't stop.
You have to buy the liquor separate from the beer. You can't buy them in one transaction.
No, you can buy beer and wine
Together, if that's what the
and
store
liquor and wine.
has. Okay.
So I can get like a bottle of whiskey and a bottle of wine.
Okay.
But there's no beer in that store.
Okay. I know that they all have separate like liquor stores within grocery stores.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was visiting you. You can go in the grocery store and shop, but in a separate area
separate store
with a separate cashier, it is a completely different
and
transaction.
So
yeah,
they can
that was
monitor the
asinine.
ounces, but you can. It's not like you can buy a 12-pack of beer and they make you wait a day. You could literally just go right back in. So what's the point of even having the regulation?
Oh,
It's a regulation shouldn't make things inconvenient for you. It should just be like, well, we're only allowed to do that.
Why are they still doing it?
It's just I have no idea. I do not understand it.
It seems like a pretty
it's so
easy
stupid.
fix.
You just say buy what you want, and if you want to kill yourself, you can kill yourself.
Right. This is America.
That was like the crazy thing with COVID, early on, like first week, they're like, well, no alcohol. And then later, the people are like, hold on a second, dude. People are dying.
Yeah.
If you drink heavily, you have to have alcohol.
You can't cut people off.
You can't cut them off, dude.
It's terrible.
I was twitching that person.
That's wild.
And
Yeah, Pennsylvania's like that. Well, like New York, their liquor stores, everything's behind just thick glass.
Well, no, the nicer places are fine. It
I've never
depends
been
on where you are. I mean, it's more of neighborhood centric.
Well, like Utah has liquor stores, but they have alcohol stores, even though it's mostly a dry state.
Yeah, and their beers are less
like
percentage.
2%.
Right.
They have crazy. Like you have to have a membership to go into.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to have a membership to go into the store. And I think they probably do actually regulate it. I never had a membership, and I didn't drink back then, so I never went into it. But I knew a bunch of people that did. And they're like, yeah, big hassle. And they're like, we're also going to the strip club. And I was like, there's strip clubs? They're like, well, I mean, they get down to a bikini. And I was like, okay. It's like the suggestion of all of the things that people say are bad. But they have all of it, kind of.
All of it's sort of.
Yeah.
I've only been to Utah once.
It's pretty.
I went to Sundance, and it was awesome.
It snows
Park
too much.
City. Well, it's pretty. It's a pretty state.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't drink anymore, so whatever now. But like, it's inconvenient to a lot of people.
Oh yeah. You had to cross state lines to get alcohol.
Yeah, it's like, why not just then put everything behind a counter and have somebody go, this is what I want, and have them bring it to you?
Yeah.
Because you're doing it anyway.
Where do you come down on vaping versus these flavored cigarettes that are getting banned?
I don't know. I guess it must have something to do with the chemicals they use to make the flavor.
I don't know, like menthols up Northern California. You can't buy menthols in certain
counties.
I
mean, part of me feels that's some sort of real form of like systematic racism.
Yeah, I think that's probably
because
true.
For whatever reason, which I actually don't know, but like menthol is like a big thing in like well, from at least what I know, my friends in the black community. I don't know why that is. I don't know where that comes from. It must have to do with marketing, because menthol cigarettes are super bad for you. Not that cigarettes aren't bad for you, but they're way, way worse. And I think it's probably way back in the day they marketed those to black people so that they would like die off quicker.
They
which is
knew they
pretty
had a
fucked
market,
up.
or
Which
they
might
just-
be completely out of pocket. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I know this world.
Well, I
sucks,
know
and
that
I'm
like
not gonna
kids
put it past
kids vape flavors matter. Like,
Yeah.
I can understand why they want to scale that back. I've heard they're much worse than cigarettes.
Yeah, I've never been a vape guy. I try the pouches, the Zens, and all that stuff, and I do like them because that's a pretty decent delivery system for nicotine, which isn't bad for you. It's the smoking's bad for you, but the nicotine's fine. But they like burn my lip just from years of like abuse of everything. So I don't like them. So
That
now
makes
I roll my own cigarettes like a cowboy,
That's true.
which is just a financial thing because it's just much cheaper. But
What other clothes did you buy?
oh, I bought a bunch of like thick, heavy button-up shirts, cardigan.
You're filling out your wardrobe. When you moved from
Yeah.
New York, I feel like you didn't bring anything.
Well, I have all of that stuff still back in the shop back east. I have like boxes of stuff.
It's been a year though. Is it gone?
Yeah, but it
Is
costs
still
you.
there?
Well, yeah, but you know what happens when you so you move with the suitcase and then you realize you're fine. You got enough stuff. So now I'm like, I got to pay $800
to get your stuff.
just bring more shit into here, and so that never seems like a good time to do that.
Yeah.
But I am gonna do it soon. I need.
You're
to.
like, but I spent $400
Well, I have a
at
camera.
Target.
I have a really expensive camera. It's like we can record film and record these on that. I need to get it sent out. But yeah, no, I'm really good if I need to. I can go super minimalist on it, man. I don't need much.
I'm becoming more and more like that. Just
Yeah.
like simplify. Last year I wore pretty much jeans and a t-shirt all the time to simplify the wardrobe down. And then from there I'm trying to build it up into like a style that I like.
Yeah, and I know you said I need to sit up more 'cause our height differences were drastic last week.
You said that. You said you look like a dwarf on
Okay.
camera.
But no, and then you said, well, you need to sit up.
That's true.
He's
You
like,
are
you lean way back, and like I'm like,
You're on
no,
a-
I don't.
You're on a pillow too.
But I'm trying to create a pathway for this freaking steel belted radial to make a move. I can barely breathe. Oh man. Yeah. What else do you want to talk about, man? What's going on with you personally? Oh, we did Halloween. Kids were cute.
That was super fun.
It's nice to see people out.
Oh man, this neighborhood was super
A lot of
fun.
people, but you know what I
Oh,
missed,
you know what I
dude?
like? I liked that in this neighborhood, people were not behind their door. You didn't have to knock. That they were sitting out front in their yard.
Yeah, they
you
let you know.
You knew who had candy immediately.
There's candy.
And it was there was no weird go up to the dark door and knock and hopefully somebody opens the door and goes, there was none of that. I like the out front. I think that is a superior way to how it was when we grew up.
Oh, for sure. It's way more inviting. The thing I missed this year, which we talked about a little bit while we were walking around, I missed the bag snatching.
There's no bags now.
I didn't see a single kid get accosted and have their candy taken from them, which to me, that's a rite of passage.
Well, in this particular neighborhood, you had a lot of parents out.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the adults with kids was, I think, equal or more than the kids.
But like people think that wasn't real. But you walked around and you collected candy all night, and now the mission became, how do I get home without some bigger kid just taking this crap from me?
I remember bringing a pillowcase
Yeah. Oh, that was the move back
to
then.
fill it up with candy,
Yeah.
but also because the pillowcase gave you enough extra to wrap around your hand to hold on to your bag.
Right.
In case somebody did
That's
grab it,
smart.
it was attached to your arm.
That's really smart.
And I never lost my bag.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, me and our brother Brian were talking about it, that he remembered that somebody tried to snatch our bag because
so
I
traumatized.
had rollerblades and he had crappy rollerblades. So we split them. I wore one, he wore one, and you would kick like a skateboard and ride your rollerblades so you could get from house to house just a little faster, like at 12, 13 years old. And we were right back near our house, and some kid that was high school age, maybe freshman, sophomore in high school, grabbed the bag, and I went to the ground because I had a rollerblade on. I went to the ground, but he couldn't yank it out of my hand because I had wrapped it around my hand.
It's pretty badass,
And then
dude.
Then he gave up, and Brian and I rolled to the house.
Where was I?
Meth, I don't know.
You couldn't have been a
12.
teenager.
I don't know where you were. Maybe you were up at the house.
I love the sharing of the rollerblades. It's like a real
Poor person.
no, it's also just like a real thing that like kind of really the quintessential like Wells upbringing.
Right.
It's
We
like,
bought one for all of you.
well, or we would get 3 bikes for the 3 boys, and then one by one would get stolen So we go from like having races to now we're down to one bike, and we would just do time trials around the neighborhood.
The honor system too.
The honor
You
system.
did the whole trial, right? You did the whole thing. Oh, the tire was flat. Let's air it up. I gotta go again.
Yeah, it was always that. Or like I always describe it. It was like, yeah, man, we had a shed full of hammers and a pocket full of screws too.
That's a good way of describing it.
You know what I mean?
It's brother to brother.